Welcome, viewer, to another episode of Let's Play Azure Dreams for the Game Boy Color. Here we are in the town of Moonsbaya, looking to sell off the remainder of the items from our first trip into the dungeon. And it looks like we've come to the right place. This is the item shop. Fur, what are you doing here? Coo, huh? Oh, you get to buy my stuff. Show me yours and I'll show you mine? I don't know. Your fur? Like you've got anything but junk anyway. So what have you got to sell? Quite an attitude she has there, huh? Oh, so you can sell your monsters, but the value of your monsters is based on their levels, so... Yeah, you know what, I'm probably not going to bring these orbs back in, because like I said before, your number of item slots is limited when you come in. So it's not really much point for me to bring any of the stuff in. What do I got? I got my two monsters. It doesn't show Kune on here because I think you can't sell them. So I got 3 items there with the Wind Crystal. Let me think. Well, if I was going to bring anything, I'd probably bring that Hydro Orb. So, Wind Gem, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, no? Okay, let me think. I got 1 item I can bring in besides my 2 weapons and my 2 monsters. So, that would be the Wind Gem, and I'm going to have to sell this Hydro Orb. They're handy if you can get one in a... okay, trying to figure out my button configuration again. Yeah, that's good. Wow, that was a lot of gold there. The orbs are alright value. Okay. So hopefully we can finish up with the boring stuff, huh? I don't know, I mean, it's not totally boring. You know, this is like the payoff for going to the dungeon. You get to sell stuff and find out what eggs you got and everything. 100 frogs in as well and play with them. I probably did. Yeah, okay, whatever. Don't be like me. I'm not a role model. Well, I hear that enough, huh? Whatever. I have no opinion on that subject. I can't imagine anybody trying to think of me as a role model. I'd be a bad role model. I just would. But I don't want to go to the fort. Now I gotta figure out where my house is. I think it's 1 road down. Is this our house? It's kind of humble, crappy, so yeah, this is probably it. Yeah, it's not as obvious, I think, in this game, is it? But I'm not sure if it was obvious there either. What is it? Well, I already sold all that stuff, so there's no point in using the, Alright, let's save it here. I can't buy anything right now, so... I don't have the, I don't have the money to get an expansion to our house, so I'm not actually that far away from it. If I didn't explain it before, what that does for you is you get more slots for your monsters. I think I had 4. Yeah. Wow, that is a noise. Wow, that sprite looks ghastly. Selfie. Oh, hello, fat mouth. It must be my unlucky day to run into you. Actually, I myself have started adventuring in the tower for my sorcery training. I shall be a sorceress worthy of the great tradition of the House of Road. That's their family. In comparison, you really have no house to speak of, which must lie so very lightly on your mind. Right. Not much different from the roads that way. Ah, of all the impertinent... Really, you are the limit. I am the limit. No, I'm not. I'm a no-limit adventurer. I guess. Whatever. Sounded clever in my head. Maybe, kind of. You know what? There's no real reason to fool around too much on these floors. Until we get up to, like, level 5 or so. Then maybe we'll explore somewhat, but... yeah, so this will be our temporary file. In case you screw up, you want to be able to load that other file. This is... okay. Oh. I don't think it's the case in this game, but, okay. Okay. I got it. In the PlayStation version, I think, yeah, if you had higher ground, you had... Why am I even bothering to save? I don't think I'm gonna die on the 3rd floor. But, then again, just when you say that. What was that? I was saying something, I totally forgot. Oh yeah, if you have higher ground, you hit harder. If you have lower ground, it's kind of similar to a lot of strategy RPGs in that way. Oh, it's just a regular Bronzino. Maybe I'll throw it at an enemy at some point. I don't feel like picking up that oil. Alright, invoke the Red Saber. The Red Saber! The Sabernator! It's saberific! Anyway, wow. I don't know if this game is more generous with wind gems than the PlayStation version, or not. Maybe I'm just getting lucky. It's hard to say at this point. I do recall this being easier, but part of me suspected that was because I was cheating, but I'm not really certain. But, yeah, the PlayStation game, I cannot tell you how many times playing that game I had something cool, and I was like, I just gotta get back to the town with this so I can save it, you know? Like, I had an egg or something that I wanted to hang on to, but no, you know? I couldn't find a wind crystal, Sometimes after like 10 floors in the dungeon, you get lucky, you finally find one, but other times, no. Some enemy pulls out some cheap stuff, maybe you, like, get into a seal wand and probably make them not be able to cast spells or something. So you get in, like, a sleep trap and get ambushed by an enemy. I should just check the map. Said I wasn't going to screw around until level 4, I don't know. Yeah, let's just go to the next level. I probably should have... Nah, it's alright. There's no difference in terms of me stopping. Oh yeah, I was thinking the other day, I didn't mention this previously, one advantage of this game is no load times, so that kind of makes my decision as to whether or not to save between floors easier, because it didn't take that long, which, you know, in a PlayStation game would take longer because it's accessing the card, and then, like, loading floors takes longer. Of course, that's because you have graphics, but, you know, everything's a trade-off. We annihilated that mushroom. Whoa, dude. I'm, like, totally seeing stuff since I annihilated that mushroom, man. Oh, man. Dude, it was a shiitake. Oh, man. You know, if you went to, like, high school, there was always some, there was always some guy who, like, sold oregano to, like, naive people who thought that, well, you know where I'm going with that. You know where I'm going. Unless you were that guy, which, if you're watching this LP, you might have been. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. That's strange territory there anyway, so I'm not gonna explore that further. So we got a monster egg, didn't we? It's probably not that good though, we're too low in the dungeon. What is that? I don't need another wind gem. That'll give me an opportunity to test out whether or not you can throw it at the true specs. You know what, I am not gonna worry about keeping any kind of suspense, so I will use those. Oh, never mind, it's a QT. Oh, actually, I don't know if that means anything. Yeah, I'm not sure if that means anything. Oh, we'll find out. Octos. I do have another monster that I have the other guy that I can use, which I probably should be using him on these levels. So let's pull him out. Because my other guy is higher in levels, so let's save him for higher levels. So let's pull up my menu, items, fireball, collar. Yeah, here we go. Now I gotta make sure my plan is okay. AI. No, provide backup. You're just a weak little level 1. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, thank God. I thought that thing was gonna be hard, and I was like, you have to be kidding me. I just pulled this guy out of the bag, and he's gonna die. Jenny. I would like to get some variety eventually, like a, you know, wind monster or whatever. Didn't I have like a, not a kraken, but something like that? What is a tame bell? Surely it doesn't do what I'm... No, it's just... Oh, I keep forgetting I changed my buttons things. Buttons like things? Okay, so if you step on a warp trap, which we haven't come across, then your familiar is on the other side of the dungeon. Then you can use that. That's one of those items, so that's not really worth holding on to. It's like, if you happen to get one and you happen to come across that scenario, then I could see using it, but, you know, as soon as you have another use for that slot in your inventory, you get rid of it. So I was watching Zanzi3636's LP of Chocobo's dungeon, and I was a little envious that in that game there's items that increase your carrying capacity. I cannot tell you how awesome that would be in Azure Dreams. Because, you know, I mean, it's so painful when you get really deep into a dungeon and you have to choose between, like, you know, do I keep an egg of, like, the best monster in the game? Or do I keep, like, the best sword in the game, you know? That's pretty unlikely that that actually happens, but, you know, that's just an example. Don't make me choose. That's like trying to choose between, like, I don't know. I wanted to use an example of, like, two well-known attractive women, but I'm so out of touch with popular culture I'd probably just look stupid because I'd say something like super old, like Cindy Crawford, and people would be like, Cindy Crawford, what is she, like 80? Yeah, I don't know. You know, there's good things and there's bad things to popular culture. It has its advantages and it has its downsides. The upside of popular culture, and I don't know why am I even discussing this, because it's popular culture anyway, it's pointless, but you know, it does give common ground for people, you know? You come across people from like a completely different background, and you have that little bit of common ground because of popular culture, you know, that you might not have had. But obviously the downside is homogenization. Octos annihilated. How's our how's this guy doing? Level 2. He's coming along. Looking cool, looking pretty. Well, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off there, and cut it off. No, please don't, mister! So, this is Bezlanier signing out of another episode of Let's Play Azure Dreams for the Game Boy Color. Man, I've got too many Let's Plays going. And I'll see you next time, viewer.